What is it? Great way to start. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Honestmenbusiness YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. Before we get into things, I just want to remind you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and interact with all our videos. It really means a lot to us, especially as we're trying to grow. So since our last video where we talked a little about who we are, what we're doing in terms of school, we're coming to the end of our first semester, and we're really starting to, put our heads down and focus towards what we want to build.
So actually what we've done so far is we've really been focusing on building our online presence through social media as the Honestmenbusiness brand. So we've built multiple channels like an Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just to build our audience so far and build these channels up so we can actually, when we start pushing out content, we have a bit of an audience in these platforms already established. So we can put our content on there so they can perform pretty well. Also, a big thing of what we're doing at the moment is we're actually collaborating with as much people as possible and networking as much as possible. So what this means is really, we're not afraid to go out of our way to meet with other people who we think are successful or could add any value to us. And we're actually just going and basically interviewing them and asking them as many questions as possible just to gain more information on business and what's working right now so we can gain a better understanding of where we should go from where we're at now. And now we'll actually get into what business model we actually think is the best to start right now in 2023.
So we're looking for something more long-term that we can really build and scale for years to come. Dude. So that's typically like service agencies, anything like that. I mean, you can scale anything, but because of service-based businesses, we really want to, grow, and we can keep improving our quality each and every day, every year. We can just keep learning.
A service-based business or something like an agency is actually so much better to focus on long-term. We didn't choose certain things like retail and drop shipping and that because it might be good in the moment, but really trying to think about what we can grow in 10 years now and have add real value to these businesses, because we also see so many more businesses are popping up these days and people are just becoming more aware of online business. So we are really trying to take advantage of all these new businesses starting and adding some value to them. It's also really great to be able to connect with these businesses and gain information from them just by working with them. So in terms of building an online brand, as we're doing with Honestmenbusiness, I think it's also one of the biggest things you can do is to have that audience and established brand name, so where you can have all of your businesses under and you can educate people if they want to. And online business is such a big thing now, so you need to establish kind of a framework to have your businesses under.
And that's not saying that we won't experiment with drop shipping and retail down the line. As we kind of grow our brand and our business, we kind of want to explore every sort of avenue that we have. So we want to have every sort of business and we want to document every last bit that we can. But in the meantime, drop shipping and retail, certain things like that, they're not quite for us. Drop shipping is one of those things where it can come and go, and you're really focusing towards what's the niche or what's the trend right now. And we don't really need that. We want to build something that people can value.
Yeah, so we were actually talking about experimenting with those business models as well, like drop shipping and everything, and making some videos on just trying them out and seeing what we can do with them. But again, long term, what we're really trying to establish just for our future isn't that. So the goals that we have right now is to establish what actual business we're going to start. So not the business model or style or anything, but when we actually come up with a proper business plan, we're going to be documenting all of that and showing you guys exactly what business we're going to start.
Each month we've been kind of setting goals and parameters that we want to really focus towards. So for example, building our content and focusing towards how we're going to start a service type business. So we've been creating business plans just to really put barriers and borders on what we want to do.
So yeah, we're actually pretty excited to start a bunch of different little businesses. We're going to have one kind of main priority, but we're not afraid to kind of broaden what we're doing. If something's not working, or just trying different things, like dipping our toes into different businesses and seeing how they perform. We really want to focus also on things like trading and investing. So when we start earning some capital and some revenue, that we actually know what to do with it and the proper ways of putting that money back into these businesses. And we're going to be just documenting and showing you guys exactly what we're doing to learn all of this and how we're actually going to implement it in these businesses we're starting. And we're also not afraid to kind of think about out of the box ideas. So we want to have a little bit of fun with it as well. All these businesses are great and all, but sometimes we just sit down and talk about what we can start individually and just brainstorm ideas that we've come up with out of nowhere.
All right, so with that, we're just gonna wrap up our video there. So we just talked a little about, what we're doing. We're gonna go into more details in the future here. So you should be expecting some more videos to come out within the next couple weeks. We're really going to start focusing on filming content. It's a little bit new to us, so we're just trying to get used to it and whatnot. So with that, don't forget to watch our next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.